I'm not going to go into a long one or anything like that, but this just gives you an idea. Okay. In 2018, roughly 1,770 children died as a result of child abuse. Or neglect. Children of all races and ethnicities can be victims of child abuse. In 2018, American Indian or Alaska Native children have the highest rate of victimization. Goes on a bit, and it goes then. And African American children have the second highest rate. That's 14 per 1,000 children. So where, if Black Lives Matter, all those people not protesting but rioting, whether they're rioting or protesting, where were they in 2018? Or was it one big violent excuse to just go out and play and go against everything's what's going on in the countries around the world? Come on, where were they? Where are they? Where, even when they've all been locked in, they come out. Everybody's come out, but nobody's come out on the proper Black Lives Matter. Because if your kids' lives don't matter, be it black or white or whatever colour you're categorised in, then who gives a fuck about the adults then? If all these adults are all shouting, what about us, what about us, what about us? But what about your kids? Everybody's fucking selfish or coward because they haven't got the bollocks just to address or question a disgust that's going on within human mankind and all the rest of it. Yeah? Black Lives Matter. Yeah? Well, I'd like to ask every single black person who's out on the streets and those white people, because white kids get raped as well, don't they? And murdered. So where's your blinking bollocks now? Because white lives don't matter, and neither do black ones, because you've all ignored your own children. Yeah. Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Of course they do. White lives matter. All other colours matter. Of course they do. Let's argue. Let's go on the streets. Smash everything. Yeah. Whoever owns it, whether they're black or white, should smash it. Because Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Like I say, of course they do. So the white ones and all the other colours and stuff like that, apart from, in my view, nonsense. Yeah, because they don't matter about the children. But the thing is, everybody seems to have gone out on the streets demanding Black Lives Matter. But if you read this here, just an example, 2018, 1,770 children died as a result of child abuse or neglect. Children of all races and ethnicities can be victims of child abuse. In 2018, American Indian or Alaska Native children have the highest rate of victimization, 15.2 per 1,000 children. And African American children have the second highest rate, 14 per 1,000 children. Now, where were all these Black Lives Matter in 2018 and 2019, 17, 2016, 1950 odd? Yeah? Where are all the marches for them poor kids? If Black Lives Matter only to the point of whoever is the individual shouting it. Really, innit? Because they're not shouting for the kids who can't shout for themselves. White Lives Matter. All other colours, whatever you bracket people in, matter. But none of the adults, not one, have all this world violence and shop looting and all that crap. Yeah? All Black Lives Matter. But not your kids' black lives. Funny that, isn't it? Yeah. Black Lives Matter. But they didn't matter last year or the year before when thousands of kids got murdered in child abuse. Black children. And a big chunk of them were murdered by the family members and stuff in the abuse. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. The statistics shows the number of child deaths per day due to child abuse and neglect in the United States from 1998 to 2018. In 2018, about 4.85 children, call it 5 children, died each day of abuse and neglect in the United States. Yeah? The police didn't do that. Yeah? The populace did that. Yeah? So, the people are all shouting Black Lives Matter. They don't shout that for their own children because they do the abuse. But when a policeman does incorrect drills as a policeman and there's a death of a black man, they all go to the streets, smash everything up, even black people's businesses, so they don't matter, do they? Shouting out Black Lives Matter. Well, where were they last year? Where were they the year before? When 5 black children a day are being sexually abused and murdered, or just death because of neglect. Black Lives Matter. And that goes for the same for White Lives Matter as well. Because the white people, yeah, whatever colour in between as well, none of them shout for anything that matters apart from their own selfish cause based around the attention on something else, but not the root attention that is needed, which is the protection of the most vulnerable, which is the innocence of children. Yeah, Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, all colours matter. But do they really? Or do you want to just be on the telly, on the fucking telly? You want to be on fucking telly?